Hi, my fellow TIs. My heart is overflowing right now, and I feel happy. You know, I was sitting on somebody else's balcony, and I was sick as a dog. I think I ate too much. I had just thrown up, rinsed out my mouth with mouthwash, and trying to get some air out there. And I spy with my little eye my brother in the alley. I didn't know who it was because, like I said, my eyes have gotten bad. And I'm thinking, is that Nacho? I knew it wasn't Nacho because Nacho drives a bright, I know what he drives. And anyways, he kept on going to the side and looking, I'm thinking, he's looking for me. Who is that? I can't see that far. I can't see. Well, I've told you, the lighting has really screwed up my eyes. Hey, if you would have yelled out, "Little Watts," I would have ran down there. But it turned out to be my brother. No, not by blood, but let me tell you. And I posted something on my Facebook. I reposted it from an old Facebook that, my first Facebook that I can't get into. I shared it. But, nobody knew that my dad was acting weird. And, they just knew that he stalked me a lot, at school, and, a lot of stuff. So, I got courted in when I was 12, on the guy's side. So I didn't always used to be this feminine, but I never looked like no dyke. I dressed like, with the Dickies and the Bins and stuff, the Winos, the Cortez, and, Chucks. The girls weren't really doing anything. They dressed like in skinny jeans and Vans, and, I didn't fit in with the girls. In fact, it turns out that, as an adult and shit, I talked to them, and they knew I was gay before I did. I didn't even, Well, anyways, so, because my dad was a molester, I tended to only live there when I was pregnant. Well, when I was pregnant twice. And, when I first get out, you got to be at your parents' house because they get you out. But, and then I'd end up, sleeping on the homeboys' floors, in their sisters', rooms and stuff like that. But mostly Shorty's parents. Whenever I wasn't doing time as a kid, he opened up, him and Bati, my sister, they opened up they shared their parents with me. They shared their, table with me. And I slept in the sister's room. And I was always welcome there, no matter what. None of the cousins could live there. But, I used to be so pissed off because, hey, I had two shitty parents. One that just dropped me off at my father's house when I was 10, after knowing that my father tried to kiss his own niece. And I didn't find out that till I was old already. And, a shitty dad. My youngest brothers and sisters got a good dad. You get me? But, and he was good with my daughter. But me, you're an innocent child, trusting. You get what I'm saying? And, you get dropped off at his house and, but, well, anyways, so, yeah, I was raised, I grew up on, in Shorty's parents' house, and they parented me. I used to be so angry because I had two shitty parents, but, when I got out and started raising my son, I realized I didn't have two shitty parents. I had a lot of good parents. People that parented me. My brother's mom. Somebody across the street, she ended up being my comadre and baptizing my first kid. A lot of parents, a lot of good parents. Shorty's parents. And they loved me. And I was welcome no matter what. Well, anyways, so, I told you I have three mains. One's Colombian, one's black, and one's Mexican. But, three mains from the hood. But, they're my brothers, but Shorty is my brother. You know what I'm saying? I grew up under the same household. Whether him and Pati were there or not, whether he was living there or not, I was always welcome. So, he came to see me, and the pain just disappeared. Right now I'm moving around like a normal person. He asked me if I was hungry. I wasn't hungry because I had just thrown up, and, we went to, I don't drink, that often. But we went to a bar to sit down and relax. I mean, a quiet bar, so we could really talk. And, we stayed there a while. I had one drink, a mixed drink, to his three, a normal time amount. He consumed 3 beers. But, me, I don't drink that often. I drink to just like be relaxed. It took me forever, and I didn't even finish the drink. I still had like this much. But, and then, he took me, well, you know how my refrigerator and stuff doesn't work because I have one outlet in there and one in the kitchen. And, he told me, let's go buy you some food. But I can't buy food, because, hey, day to day, because there's no place to, and I'm always in pain, so I can't clean up my apartment because that apartment is where the pain is and where the radiation is, and where I get targeted at. So, he took me, and, I bought, like, females need personals, big time. Toilet paper, and shampoo, and leave-in conditioner, and razors, toothpaste, So, that was awesome. You get me? But, I told him, you don't, he knows. Just like one of my other mates, they know my heart. And whether, I'm this changed person that I am now, or, like I said, whether I was the badass I used to be, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, no matter what evil I was before, I always had a good core. And, grow as a person, make mistakes, whatever. I've never tried to be accepted. Everybody just always accepted me and loved me anyways. I've always been on an evil and level playing field, being the only female, but until after the accident. You get me? But my heart is full, and I feel really good. And it's not because of the alcohol, because, hey, no, not at all. It's because my heart is full, and I got away from this place, and got to talk to somebody I love and trust. I mean, a lot of the guys from the home team are my brothers, but Shorty, his parents had a lot to do with raising me, and loving me. You get me? And, even though I was a kid and stuff like that, they never asked for no rent. But I've been paying rent since I've been 13. I always made sure $100 was good money, in the early and mid 80s, and plus I put food in the refrigerator and stuff. But what I loved about being there, because that wasn't nothing. What I loved about being there and being parented by his parents was that it didn't matter. I still got treated equally like one of the kids. I still had my chore days. I still had my cooking day. And if she told me no to be in, well, she didn't speak English, but in Spanish. And, back then we spoke Spanish English. So, I lost it. But, hey, I was in. She hit me with a shoe, like the rest of the kids. Or a chancla. So that's my brother. You get me? Not just my brother from the hood. He's my brother. And I feel so good right now. Until this apartment makes me feel horrible and in pain. But I'm going to sit here and enjoy my heart being full. You get what I'm saying? Because I love. And where before I could poker face it, now shit, if you know me, it's just written all over my face all the time. You know what I mean? But peace, love, laughter, heart-filled. Stay prayed up. I love you guys, and I appreciate your support.